Hey guys, how are you? Happy Monday. Excuse me. Happy Monday. For those of you who are at work or who have been at work, you're like, it's not very happy. Actually, we need to change our thinking. It's always a good Monday, right? Good things happen on Mondays. All right, my friends, I'm glad you're all here. I see a lot of friendly faces. Jane J, how are you, my dear? Jamie Lee, hello. Ooh, thank you for your donations. Manifesting Love, how are you? Barb, how you doing? And Ann Kristen, how are you? All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do some tarot readings. For anybody who's new here, go ahead and write your question there in the chat. I do select randomly. However, donations do take priority. So I always read donation questions first. And in the absence of donations, I select freebies. If you make a donation, please write donated in the chat. It really helps us out. And from there, let's get going. Yes, Barb, Merry Christmas to you and happy holidays to those of you who celebrate other things. It's a wonderful season. We always celebrate Christmas together as a family. We have a very small family. My mom, my dad, my sister, her husband, myself, my husband, and 2 kids. So it's kind of small. So we've always really done, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter. We do all that stuff together. And with stupid coronavirus, we have not been able to do anything. So I am not a happy camper, but I'd rather be alive to celebrate another day. So of course I will deal with it. All right, friends, this is the Tattoo Tarot, which I don't use very often. I don't know why, but I love it. Super colorful, super cool. Of course, I love tattoos, as you can see. So, yeah, no reason. Maybe I'll pull this bad boy out today. Anyway, and my clear quartz, of course, to open up the energy for the show. All right, so let us see. Jamie Lee, you have 2 donations. Thank you so much. I'll go ahead and read your first question here. Thank you. Jo Beth, hi, how are you? Armani, welcome, you guys. All right, good to see you. Let's read your first question. For Jamie Lee. Hi, Denise. Hello. My first question is whether Kenneth is planning to reach out before the year ends. Thank you. Yeah, because we had a question, I believe it was before Christmas, right? So, and again, forgive me, sometimes I just don't remember the later, how it goes. My memory is getting better, but kind of challenging. All right, we're going to use the Light Seers. We're going to use the Light Seers Tarot, and we need to know, is Kenneth planning to reach out to Jamie Lee before the end of the year? The end of the year. Kenneth, what is up? We want pentacles. Swords. Sorry. Blah. Swords is the suit of communication. I said pentacles. Maybe Kenneth will give you a job offer with pentacles, right? Ha. No, we want communication. We want to see pentacles. There's a couple other things too, but that would be nice. All right, so our general energy, and just to remind you guys who haven't been here before, I set out a general energy card, and then I also do the spread. The general energy card is the strongest thing that the tarot is picking up on about the question. So this question, or for this reading, the energy is 6 of Swords. Now, again, we've got some swords. That's great. We wanted communication, but notice it's kind of a slow road. I specifically said in my head before the end of the year. So we need to see what these are. This could be your current, energy, like the waiting, So let's not panic yet, but we'll go ahead and let me see. You're looking for a job. Well, maybe Kenneth's going to be like, hey, man, I got this great job for you. No. But anyway, so this is kind of a slower going kind of thing. Let's see how it applies, because that could just be picking up on what's already been going on, Oh, Jamie. Ooh. That's what I say about that. All right, so our energy card is obviously going to tie in to the rest of our spread. And the first one on deck is the Lovers. Now, obviously, we can look at the picture and the name and kind of guess what that means. But yeah, this kind of love, the Two of Cups is a really good love card too. But being one of the pips and the minors, it's more likely an event. Whereas with the majors, it is more likely kind of like a stronger current, a stronger thread, So this kind of talks about more like that connection, like that soul kind of feeling, So we've got a connection, and guess what else we've got right next to it? The Ace of Cups. This is great because this is a new seed for more love, love, and love. Now, that's awesome. We're waiting. We're waiting. We don't want to wait anymore. We want to know what's going on, and we've got the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups, this is all about choices and trying to decide what to do. It's cups as well. Notice we have all cups. That's pretty cool. And then the clarifier is communication of swords. So that's also pretty cool. The Seven of Cups, this is kind of about not wanting to make the wrong choice. Sometimes it can indicate other choices, sometimes good, sometimes bad. Like some of them are snakes and dragons, and others are like jewels and, whatever else. So it's being afraid, like, look at him. I don't know what to do. So I'm wondering if part of the holdup, remember, we've got our holdup card here, is because he doesn't know how to do it, how to say it, what to say, when to do it, We got these love cards. This is really positive. Let's see what the outcome is, and then we're going to maybe do a throwdown on that, because I don't know what that would be. Okay, so let's take a look. The cut card is the outcome energy. Ready? Go. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. All right, so this is a good one too, as you can tell by my reaction. The Pentacles is kind of about feeling like, everything's coming together. This would involve work and money. Pentacles. So this is awesome. I know you're looking for a job as well. Obviously, I don't think that necessarily, is connected to, well, maybe it is, who knows? But this is showing me the outcome is feeling like not only are you going to have that job, but the relationship is there and, feeling good like that. Let's do a throwdown on that, though, because I'm not sure what this confusion. My first thought is like how to do it. Like I said, should I call? Should I text? When do I say this? Is she going to react this way or blah, 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 those kinds of things. But let's get an idea. Why is this Seven of Cups here, please? Tell us more. Clarify what that means, please. Nine of Cups. Okay, personal satisfaction in relationships. Okay, so yeah, that's a good card. And notice it's also cups. So we've got some strong cups action going on. We're wanting to know. Okay, so the Nine of Swords. Okay, so the Nine of Swords is talking kind of about feeling overburdened with thoughts and So what I'm going to say. Let me do one more, see if I'm right. Am I right about this? I think he has feelings for you, yes. This Nine of Swords is popping up, though, because you might not have the communication. Do you see what I mean? Nine of Swords, she's crying, she's sad. This is all about communication. We've got love feelings. He's trying to figure out, should I do it now? Should I call later? What's going on? Here we've got this personal satisfaction, like, yes, this would be good. But for whatever reason, he's like, oh, I think it's slowing it up. So this tells me that it might not be by the end of the year. Give me a yes or a no, please. End of the year for Jamie and Kenneth. All right, so we've got the Fool. All right, so I'm thinking now, end of the year could be a whole new year together. So that might be what it's pulling up on. I think that you very likely might hear something right at the end, or on January 2nd, or 1st. There's a moment where you're like, something's not going on here. But, the Fool, when I said give me a yes or a no, it's giving me the Fool. So that's about a new beginning. That's about everything lining up. Look at that. We've got sacred geometry in there. We've got an amethyst in there. She's falling backwards. Can't wait to just fall right in. So, but I do think there's a little bit of disappointment coming. I don't think it might play out the way you wanted it to. And it might be one of those goofy things like, okay, you wanted it by the end of the year, didn't hear anything, so you're upset. And then on January 2nd, you get a call. Do you see what I mean? So, yeah. Oh, well, good luck. That sounds good. It sounds like something's coming, and now you can kind of be like thinking about it. You know what I mean? All right. Well, let's get your second question up there. Let me go back. Here it is. I knew I saw it. All right. And thank you for your donation. I don't know if I said that. Thank you. What are my spiritual gifts? Ooh, and how can I get better at developing them? Ooh, and you want to learn tarot. I inspire you. That is the best compliment. Thank you so much. Oh, Jamie, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I mean, and don't be intimidated by it. Sometimes it's like, wow, man, there's 78 cards and I got, you know, don't be intimidated by it. And, you know, I can talk to you more offline if you want to email me or whatever. But, yeah, yay, that's exciting. We're going to use the modern spellcaster to see what we can see. All right. So what are the spiritual gifts of Jamie Lee? What are Jamie Lee's spiritual gifts and how to develop them? Let's see what we've got here. Jamie, we need to know spiritual gifts. Give us an idea. What can she work on? Okay. Okie doke. Let's see what we got. Energy card and our spread. Okay. God, my stomach is still just not right. I don't know what. I was doing so much better, and then I killed myself. I had pizza. I ate pizza on Saturday. Yeah, I probably did it to myself. All right. Oh, and I had M&Ms yesterday, so there you go. This is the kind of gal I am when you have a stomach ache. Woo! All right. Okay, so we've got the Five of Swords as our energy card, and remember, this is the strongest energy being picked up, and it will apply to the rest of the reading. Now, our Five of Swords is kind of about being careful not to be overconfident, you know, and rush in too soon. You don't want to be disappointed. Like when you're like, yeah, you know, sometimes like, well, for me, I was kind of just trying to figure out like what I was thinking, what I was feeling. And then I started doing research, and I did this before well, I guess there was the internet, but I did it more in books. But anyway, you know, and then I kind of was like, almost like fishing, you know, like, oh, is that me? Oh, is that me? Oh, is that me? You know, and that's just kind of the way it goes. So, anyway, you jumping in too quickly, I think in this instance is talking about, you know, don't just pigeonhole yourself and go, yep, that's it. I'm an empath. Yep. And then you're not really listening to the other gifts. A lot of times there's a lot of crossover with some of these things. So, you've got to be open and not just jump into something because you're like, yep, that's it, you know, and it might be it, but there might be more involved. So, you know, don't do that to yourself. Ooh, we got the Ace of Cups. Okay, and oh, wow. Okay, so I think change is coming for you. We've got our Tower card right there at the end. That's what just jumped right out at me. Okay, so don't jump in too quickly, you know, and don't be too upset about, I don't want to use the word failure because it's not a failure. You learn from it. But just because something doesn't pan out, or like for me, like meditation is so great, and I kept thinking I was going to have some epiphany or something was going to just happen, and it never did, and it made me feel like bleh. So then I just never did it anymore, and that's not the right way. So anyway, I've tried to do it again. Now I'm doing it differently, trying to take my own advice, but that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Like, don't just give up. Like, oh, never mind, it doesn't work. So don't jump in. And then we've got our Ace of Cups. So this tells me this is something that is going to bring, you know, helping other people. Our spiritual gifts are wonderful for ourselves, of course, but ultimately it's all about helping other people with this information, with our guidance, with our gift. So this is telling me that you're going to be helping people who potentially are having some issues, almost like life coaching, showing people how to love themselves again. Now, that doesn't mean you can't do tarot or you couldn't do psychic readings or, whatever, but it's about, I think what you're going to find is that people are coming to you to find out how to kind of love themselves, love their situations, deal with what's going on. Now, I'm not getting like past lives or anything like that right here, and this could be a lot of things. I mean, this could be using some of the tools like tarot or, astrology or runes, the I Ching. I mean, there are so many things. What it takes to read the tarot is not only the ability to know what the cards mean just from a definition kind of standpoint, but it's about opening up your intuition to be able to pick things up off from the cards. You also need to be working on communication. I mean, I'm not saying you have bad communication. I'm just saying that's something you do want to work on, because it is something, it's got a flow and so forth. And this all comes with practice. So what I would suggest, now this is coming from me, not jumping into quickly, helping maybe people fall in love with themselves again and all this great stuff. I would maybe focus on just practicing, watching people on YouTube who do things and open it up. Like, don't just look at tarot, look at, see what else is out there. And, you learn from people and then you make it your own. You might even do a combo. Like I do a combo with tarot and the law of attraction. Some other people do tarot and astrology, and it's a combo. Do you see what I mean? Because this is what this is saying here. With the Five of Cups, it is saying, this is the crying over spilled milk card. This is saying, well, I'm upset. Nothing's working, so I'm throwing in the towel. No. You've got to stay. Again, these things kind of present themselves to you. Some people have known since they were children and things like that. But I'm assuming just because you're, trying to work on it and you ask the question that clearly you're not one of those people who've known since you were 4, neither am I, so this is something, this is saying, stay the course. This is like a muscle. Your brain and your spiritual, I'm not going to go into the mapping of the brain and all that, but it's all like a muscle. You got to exercise it. If you're trying to build your biceps, you make sure and do 50 reps, or whatever. Well, spirituality and all those kinds of spiritual gifts, they are used, and you build the muscle by working and practicing. We got some stuff coming in though. This life-changing, paired up with this one, that's what made me think you're going to be helping people change their thinking. Do you see that? Again, this I think is just the overall advice, don't do that. And this really pairs up well with this. Here's where the changes are going to come. We need to know, I was giving you some advice from myself, but I want to see what the cards say about what kind of guidance they might give on for advice. So let us see. We want some advice, please. And then we're going to go for a final message with the cut card and see what we've got. Okay. Yeah, you got, you got the King of Wands. Okay, so the King of Wands, he is the bomb. This is the dude. This is the guy who gets it done. So, now obviously I'm not suggesting you're a king off in medieval times in a forest, but think about what a king stands for, that stability, that real strength, that power, that leadership. Being the King of Wands, then he's even more slam it on home with that. He is number one. He knows what's up. Everything he works on, he's always looking for more. He's awesome. Okay, so this is you. You have the right attitude. You're eager and anxious to learn more. This is it. You got to keep your mind open. I do think it has something to do with helping people and repair themselves. Whether that means, I don't do past live readings, but it could be that too, because past lives, people want to connect with people who have gone, or what kind of angels are saying, so again, it's not limited to tarot or to astrology or, the usual ones that you think of. Could be past lives. It could be, I'm just trying to think. All right, past lives. My stomach's killing me, guys. 3 of Wands. This is wide open to you. You must be very intuitive. If I were you, I would look into the different kinds of empaths there are for a start. And then I would also look at different the different clairs, the ones that are in, claircognizant, clairaudient, and see what kind of psychic that you identify most with. I would do those two things first. And the third thing I would do if I were you is to be watching and exploring on YouTube. Look it up, even though it doesn't sound fascinating to you. Like, look up runes, look up I Ching, stuff that maybe you hadn't thought of. That's what I would do. Ready? Let's look at here. Final advice. Oh yeah, you got to see. This is saying that you're going to be pulled toward it. You're going to be pulled toward it. This is the star. The star is guiding you in. This to me says that you are connected. I would bet, if I could sit in front of you and ask you, I bet I'm going to look at the bottom, see if you think you're highly in tune with feelings and knowing and things like that. Claircognizant and empath usually go together because that's kind of like a clear knowing, like for no reason, you just know something, Ooh, so I would look into this. I would look into the empath and the clairs, again, claircognizant, clairvoyant, all those things. See what makes the most sense. Be open, and don't shoot yourself in the foot by saying, oh man, I can't do it yet. Or, oh, I've been studying tarot for a month and I still don't know what I'm doing. That's okay. That's the way it's supposed to be. Oh, my friend, I hope that helped. All right, so we have got quite a list building up. I didn't even see because I was too busy yakking. All right, well, it was a good reading though, so that was important. So, oh, good. You're welcome, Jamie. And if you want to, email me. I'm happy to talk with you. My email address is in the description there. Yeah. All right. So what have we got? We have got Anne up next. Then we have manifesting love. La la. I love love stuff. Jennifer, thank you both so much. Excuse me. Beautiful Aries. Beautiful Aries for 2 donations. Thank you. See 2 thank yous. Thank you. And Julie, I didn't see you come in. Julie, how are you? I'm excited to hear an update of your weekend. And you've also donated for 2. And then manifesting love, got it in at the end again. Okay. Well, thank you all so much. And just so you know, it all goes right back into the channel. I really am trying to improve. I've been really working hard teaching myself how to do video editing. I've just started putting out some zodiac readings. If you haven't seen that yet, check it out. I'm doing one sign at a time. I did Capricorn and Aquarius so far. Yeah, gonna be cool. All right, and Kristen. Yeah, it's really building up quickly, huh, Jaded Kate? Thank you, too. I didn't even see you when I said hello. Oh, and we have Coco Chanel as well. Yeah, you know what? I think we're going to have to. We've already built up quite a list. I want to thank everybody for all their donations, and I'd love for everybody to hang out and just listen and, get some advice, because a lot of these things apply to us all. But yeah, I think you are right, my friend, because I do need to end the show at a decent time. I have so many things to attend to that, boy, those 3 and 4 hour shows I used to do just kicked my ass. All right, let's get going. And Kristen, oh, here we go. I couldn't even read it. There it is. Love update. Since asked a different love question a little while ago, will I find a partner in 2021, and will he be my soulmate, the right one? Let's see. 2021, we're going to use Anna K. Anna K. I don't know why I sing everything. Okay. Anna K. We need to know, Anna K. Tarot. We need a love update for Ann Kristen. We need to know what's going on in love for 2021. 2021. Are we finding a soulmate, the right one coming toward Ann Kristen in 2021? 2021 for Ann Kristen. Can you believe it's going to be 2021 already? This year, as crappy and stupid as it was, it certainly went by quickly in a sense. In another sense, it's dragged because of, lockdown, quarantine, all that crap. But that's, I think, why I can't believe it's the new year, because I feel like, wait a minute, what the hell happened to 2020? We didn't even have it, it feels like. All right, let's see what we've got for you and Kristen. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good energy card. This is the Magician. If you're into the law of attraction, this is your card. This is the law of attraction card. This is the creator. This is the manifester. This is the one that creates all new things. Now, notice he has all of the suits there. He's got cups. He's got wands. He's got swords. He's got pentacles. So he can create anything. He is the seed planter. And I did, yeah. All right, so let's see what else. Is anything coming in love? Love. Okay, so this is going to apply to all of this. We're creating new things, Now, we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles, well, first of all, she's a queen. So she's very much somebody who's very supportive and nurturing and things like that, just being a queen. This is somebody who kind of feels like there's just not much adventure, just really wants to stick to the tried and true, not being very spontaneous and things like that. What this is saying, paired up with this, is you need to make sure that you are open to spontaneous. This means dating. This means dating people and opening it up. Now, I'm not saying go date somebody that you absolutely hate or that you think is a total piece of what, or that you are just not attracted to or whatever. So I don't mean it that way. But I meant open it up to be a little bit more spontaneous, meaning, yeah, you know what? What's the worst that's going to happen? I'm getting a dinner out of it, or I'm having a good time. I got a few laughs out of it, or I'm providing a dinner for whatever, and then you learn. I used to be in sales for a bazillion years. And the thing we talk about in sales is if it takes, for example, 9 no's to get a yes, well, in 10 calls, 10 sales calls or whatever, if it takes 9 of them to get a yes, well, then I'm going to do 30 because I want 3 yeses. Do you see? So it's like a numbers game. So I'm not saying be a serial dater and be like dating everybody in town, but you got to be open. That's what that's saying. If you want to create the new things, right? So here, the world, this is all about wishes fulfilled. And guess what? Guess what the world is good for? Long-term relationships. It is definitely, look it up. That's literally what it's about. This also talks about, sometimes it's about an unexpected chance to travel, things like that. This is somebody that, not somebody, this is a card that would be very much a good card for anything at this point, really. But it is especially good for, having that feeling like anything is possible. I'm spontaneous. I am not going to give up on what I want. This is your year, honey. This is your year to be spontaneous, to have some fun, and then meet the right person while you're in there, of course. But have some fun. Next, we have our 8 of Cups. Now, Cups, again, is love. This is love and emotion. So this is saying, you know what? It's talking about leaving something behind. You know what you're leaving behind? Maybe you're opening up your previous, opening up and not just sticking with your previous MO, your previous way of doing things, or the person you're looking for. I want more than what I used to get. Why do I want more? Because I want to be spontaneous and have this long-term relationship that's right there that I can create, because I'm the magician and I don't need this crap that I used to look for that always ended up badly, or, that kind of a thing, So, yeesh. So 2021 is the way I phrased it in my head. So the soulmate, I wish I got the Lovers. Let's see what else we get. This is about looking for more. So maybe shaking it up. The type of guy who's your type. Not to say that it's not your type, but think about it. Open the door. You're not a spontaneous person, you're saying, but you need to change. Be spontaneous, or be at least open. You know, you don't have to all of a sudden go from not spontaneous to, going hang gliding. I mean, that's a big jump, right? Just try to, get in there a little bit at a time. So let's see what this is. Bam. Okay. Yeah. All right. You need to make an effort. This is the card that would show up in this kind of a question, because this isn't about, I feel like you need to sift through what you've been getting. You don't want the same thing that you used to get, because it never worked out in terms of a long-term relationship. Clearly, you wouldn't be asking if they had, right? So you want more. And what this is saying is, yeah, I want more. And everybody who's not more, get the hell out of here. Now you're not going to waste time. You're not just going to go out with somebody because you feel bad, or keep dating them because they're nice and you feel bad. I mean, you're in charge, and you're not just going to sit there on your couch crying like, oh, come, I don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, blah, 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 or boyfriend, you say he. You're not going to do that. You are not going to do that. You're going to be confident. Now, so we're talking at 2021, and I already phrased it that way. So give me a yes or a no. This person's coming, right? Coming? Holy shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my God, we haven't done it in a while, Ann Kristen, but I think it is time. I think with our yes or a no, is this happening? Is this this year? And is it our soulmate? And I got the Ace of Cups. And guess what? My mind is blown. You know why? Because the Ace of Cups is a new love. Holy crap. And you put that as our clarifier with the Magician, and you've got double awesome. Whoa. So yeah, honey, I would say yes. This year is going to be a good year. The advice for you, though, was to make sure and be a little more spontaneous and open it up to, thinking about what you're looking for something maybe different than what you've been or what you've trained yourself to look for. And don't tolerate the shitty ones. Don't be like, hey, I'm going to go out with that guy because it's, he's trying really hard. So what? Sorry. I mean, you don't have to be a jerk, but you don't have to date people. Oh my God, they're nice. And Kristen, good luck and thank you. All right. I'm just going to go over the list. I see there were a few questions. Yes, Coco Chanel, you are on the list. We've got Manifesting Love. We have Jennifer. We have Beautiful Aries for 2. We have Julie for 2. We have Manifesting Love. And then we have Coco Chanel. That's going to take us, right past the end of the hour. So that is going to have to be my last one after that. So, oh, Coco Babe is here as well. Oh, Coco Babe. All right. Let's go. So, Coco Babe, you would like to go ahead and get a refund. I will write that down. Thank you. I will do that after the show. But thank you, and I'm sorry the list got closed so fast. We're popular here today, huh? Ooh. All right. Yeah, right, Ann? Kristen says 2021 can't be worse than 2020, and I agree. Holy crap, we don't want any more of this, do we? It's got to get better. All right, Manifesting Love. Thank you. I felt a shift between my soulmate and I, so I wanted to know what's happening in the connection between us currently, please. Thank you. Curious. I don't blame you for being curious. When we feel these things, it's like, hey, man, should I be paying attention or what? All right. So this is the Everyday Witch. We're going to see what is up. I love this deck. This is for Manifesting Love. How is the energy right now between Manifesting Love's soulmate? Her soulmate, she's got a shift that she's picking up on. What's going on in the connection? What is going on in the connection? Coco Babe, yeah, honey, I will go ahead and, obviously you can always carry them over if you'd prefer, but I understand that that's kind of hard to remember sometimes. Just 1 second here, Manifesting Love. Let me just check in my PayPal. Coco, please give me your use or your, initials on PayPal, please. I didn't realize, obviously, I know your real name isn't Coco Babe, but, well, hey, man, you never know. Hey, Destiny, welcome. We got a packed house today. How awesome. All right, let's focus on this now. Manifesting love. What's the shift? What is the shift between her soulmate and her? It's happening in the connection right now. All right. I'm getting better at shuffling here. Okay. So, here's our energy. And here is our spread. Alrighty, ready? Go. Okay, so we've got the Hermit. This is the energy for the spread. So this is the strongest energy that the cards are picking up on. So this is talking about kind of taking a step back and really kind of listening and trying to observe. It's not about inserting yourself and be like, hey, man, what's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, are you okay? You know, it's not that smothering thing. It's not saying go away or, you know, don't ever talk to your boyfriend, obviously. But it's saying, you know what, kind of let your boyfriend's demeanor, conversation, all that stuff guide yours. Does that make sense? So don't be like inserting yourself or, you know, that kind of a thing. Does that make sense? Okay. So let's see what we've got. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see where you're going. I think he's a little confused right now. I don't think it's about you. I think it might have something to do with maybe money or work. I feel like, you know, what's going on here is he's just feeling a little maybe overwhelmed. Yeah. Let me start here, though, because I want to explain where I'm going. So we've got the kind of just listen, sit back. Doesn't mean leave. It just means, you know, not be pushy with it. Now, here we've got our 10 of Cups. This is the ultimate happy relationship, family, love, stability, all of that. And it is Cups because so it's love and emotion. So I think you guys are still on the right track. I don't think there are any cracks in the foundations. You know, I don't think anything like that is going on. This is why I said I don't think it's about you. Here, we've got our 4 of Pentacles. And this is where I'm getting, I think there's something going on in life. This is Pentacles. Pentacles is the suit of kind of like our physical world, all the earthly things that we use or need to go about our daily life. Well, look at this guy. He's like sitting on it going, yo, don't touch my pentacles. I'm afraid my pentacles are creeping out or leaving me or somebody might take them or I don't know which, but you know, he's holding on. It's about something about everyday life though. I think maybe he's struggling with. He might be trying to figure out what to do about something. Something I want to point out to you here in this Chariot card. Yes, it's about movement. It's about trying to decide which way to go. Look at this way, that way, this way, that way. And look at her face. Oh, no, where do I go? Well, yes, you're moving. Look at this. This is the point. Look at what's in the sidecar. There's a little kitty. Well, you're the little kitty. You're going, so he is feeling like, oh no, something's wrong. Something's like, man, that's bothering me. Man. But he still wants this happy family. You're going to just kind of back off and be there when he wants to talk. And he's taking you with him while he's trying to figure out whatever this is. You're with him. You're with him. You're the little kitty. And, you know, trying to figure it out. Do you see that? Woo, that's good. So let's see what our outcome card is. It's if it's not an outcome, it's a final kind of message, that kind of a thing. So let's see what the cut card is. Ready? Go. Boom. Oh yeah, this is something in his head. This has nothing to do with you. I think it's something here, like I said. The 2 of Wands is a thinking card. We're thinking. This is talking about kind of a struggle between choices, like trying to decide between something. Look at what that is. Deciding, right? I don't think it has anything to do with you. Again, it has to do with life in some fashion. Don't know if he's having trouble at work. I don't know if he's hurting for money. I don't know if he's, you know, maybe you never know what he's thinking about. Maybe he's contemplating buying a house and you're like, he's going to surprise you. I mean, who knows? You never know, but it has something to do with that. I don't think it has anything to do with you. We're loving. And look at you in the sidecar. Yeah, you're doing good. He's got something on his mind. Yeah. I don't see anything about you. So I don't think it's a question about you or your relationship or where it's heading. Ooh, I hope that helped. Manifesting love. All right, Jennifer. You're a kitty. That's right. You're the little kitty, and you got a little helmet on. You're safe in the sidecar. So cute. Meow. All right, let me find Jennifer's question. Yeah, guys, we went ahead and I had to close the list. We are super popular today. So we are closing the list for today. I will be back tomorrow at noon Central Time. So please check back then. We do have the option for donations if you want to guarantee a reading. But right now, we're super popular today. So we're back. We are already full. So let's see. Oh, Jennifer, there you are. There you are. So Jennifer, let us get to your first question. You're telling me there were two, and I just checked it. You're right. Thank you. I'm so sorry I didn't see. Thank you, my dear. All right, Jennifer. This is your, oh, where'd it go? I thought that was it. Wait a minute, I can't see. Oh, here we are. I can't read apparently today. All right. So I sent for two questions. My first one is, find my husband cheat on me during the marriage. Do you mean, will you find your husband cheating on you? Or you did find your husband cheating on you? Can you clarify for me? I think you're asking, will you find your husband cheat on you? Find my husband cheat on me. No worries. My husband's name is Manuel. Okay. Manuel, you're not sure if he did. So did he cheat on you yet? Okay. All right, I got it. Now I get it. All right, so we're going to use the Wizard's Tarot because we need to see. We need to know. All right, for Jennifer. All right, did Jennifer's husband Manuel cheat? Did Jennifer's husband Manuel cheat? I hope not. Oh boy. Well, what's going on? We need to know what is happening. All right, so we are wanting to see what is going on with cheating. Whoa, and that card wanted to come, so we're going to put it there. All right. All righty. Here we go. Okay. Oh, that's good energy. Did you hear my sigh of relief? All right, it is the Sun. So this is the strongest energy pulling in, and it will apply to each card. This is the Sun. So the Sun is all about kind of success. It's a success card. It's a hope. It's achievement. It's happiness. I mean, look at her, la la la, running through the field with her magic wand and her dress flowing. Yeah, this is about happiness, success, fulfillment. Kind of like about achieving things. That's what it is. Okay. Let's see how it pulls in, though. We got to read these to see. Now, is there a cheater? Is there cheating going on? Okay. Well, first of all, now we want this happiness, okay? This is our hope, our happiness, applying to all of these. We've got our Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands, the Knights are always bringing kind of like important change, action. Knights are very much full of energy. For the most part, all of the Knights are like that. This particular Knight, this is somebody who's very, got a lot of energy, passion. This is somebody who is, running in here. Now, look at this. Do you see this? Now, this is the energy card, and this is our spread, but do you see these horses? Boom. It looks like we're kind of butting heads, or something's not working. This horse is running away from here, and this horse is running to this. So let's see what the rest are. All right, so we've got our High Priestess. This talks about kind of rising above things. It talks about, occasionally it'll talk about there's like gossip or pettiness going on. So is somebody yakking in your ear? Blah, 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 I think someone's cheating, or, maybe someone is saying something. Let me see what you're saying here. Did he cheat? Yep. Oh, I'm planning to divorce soon, but would like to know what comes up in the energy. I'm in a third-party situation from my side. Yes, something isn't working out in my marriage. There you go. Third party, that's it. That's why these were running into each other. Oh, man, that's it. Woo. Okay, so here's this. They're running in, right? So this is your other person. Yeah. Now here, this does talk about rising above gossip. You know, if everybody's kind of yakking in your ear, you know, you kind of got to rise above it. The high priestess is somebody who's very intuitive. So I'm not saying don't pay attention to your feelings. And if your feelings line up with what other people are saying, well then, hey man, it is. But what I am saying is, you know, don't gauge your decisions based on what other people say or do, including a tarot reading. You know, you got to use your intuition. You are smart. That's you. Now I want to see what else is you. Bum, bum, bum. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands kicks some ass. She knows what is up. She is somebody who kind of shows no mercy. Like this is somebody who's like in a court case. Somebody who's in there going, yup, this is that. I'm very blunt. I'm very to the point, and I'm in there trying to make things. This is you. This is your divorce. Oh, all right, honey. So I'm not seeing cheating on your husband's part, but I am seeing the divorce. I'm seeing the divorce. I'm seeing your third party. Boom. Here you are. Right? And this is where, you know what? You've had some thoughts. Your intuition kicked in. Is he cheating? Someone might have said something. I don't know. But there it is. But here's this. So I'm not seeing cheating. Let's look at the outcome. And then I might want to pull one on that. But let's see what this one is. It might solve our question about that. Ready? Go. Nine of Wands. Okay. So our Nine of Wands tells me that your husband, even though you've asked for a divorce and you're ready, I think he's still wanting to hang on. He's still wanting to hang on a bit. The Nine of Wands is talking about not giving up and like waiting. So I think he's waiting. Now let's get one on that because I do want to see about the cheating. I'm not seeing cheating yet though at all. Maybe I won't. But this is your divorce card right there. Right there. Okay, so is there cheating? Is Manuel cheating? Come on. Yes or a no, please. All right, Six of Cups. Oh, I'm sorry. I just saw that it's way up there. Six of Cups. Six of Cups is our warm fuzzy. It's about looking back on things. I don't think Manuel is cheating. At least not, I don't know, maybe he's talking to somebody, something like that. If you're picking up on something, perhaps. But I'm not seeing cheating, and there is a card that would indicate kind of cheating. So, yeah. So, this, like I'm trying to think, this would be about looking back on things. That's it. That's how I'm trying to say it. Looking back on something and feeling warm and fuzzy. Now, in the past, you guys must have been happy at some point, or at least he was, because this is what he's looking back like, oh man, let's get it back. So I think you might have to be strict. You might have to be blunt, because I think Mr. Manuel is going to maybe want to get back together or try to see. He's waiting, wants to see. But there you go. This is you, the happiness, and your Mr. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I see that. I see it. Whoa. All right. Wow. That was pretty clear. Oh my. Yeah. Whew. And Jennifer says, yes, correct. Oh, good. Well, keep your eye on that. Be prepared that it might be not something easily, done. He might want to try to convince you otherwise, that kind of a thing. All right, Jennifer. Jennifer has a second question. Then we've got beautiful Aries for 2. We've got Julie for 2. We've got Manifesting Love and Coco Chanel. All right. The donation and the free lists are both closed at this point. So let's see. I'm going to put up, where am I going to do? Banner. I'm just putting this up because I don't want anybody who comes in new to be confused. Jennifer's saying, yes, because you want the divorce, but it's not easy. Absolutely. And it's not, because no matter what, even if you want it, and you're the one asking, it's still hard. Because first of all, you got to go through that whole emotional cycle of doing it. But even for you, because you know what, you have to kind of mourn the loss of of the death of your relationship. It's not turning out how you expected it to turn out. When you obviously married him, you thought it was going to turn out. Do you know what I mean? So it's still hard, even when you want it and it's the right thing. All right. So your second question, what if I don't get the divorce? What is showing up? Ooh. Okay. So we're going to use the deviant moon and we're going to see what's coming out if you don't get the divorce. All right. Jennifer, if you do not get the divorce, what is going to happen? How would that look? What would it look like if Jennifer stays married to Manuel? All right. Just a minute. I flipped one over by accident. There we go. Let me just do a quick one. There we go. All right. So what's going to happen if you don't get the divorce? If you do not get it, what are we looking at? All right. So let's see what our energy is. Okay. So we've got 4 of Cups. Cups is love. Cups is emotion. And this talks about somebody who's very dissatisfied and bored. Look at her. Meh, I don't want these cups. Meh. So that's the overarching energy. It will apply to those. But this is showing that it might be something that you're just kind of unsatisfied with. Sometimes when we say, okay, we're going to give this another chance, something like that. Sometimes we don't realize it, but because we do that sometimes because it makes us feel better. It alleviates the guilt or the fear or the uncomfortableness or the awkwardness, and it makes it go away. It's like, okay, let's try. Or it makes me feel better. I don't have to start over. Or it doesn't make me feel bad anymore. But then guess what? That same old shit is going to pop right back up. I'll tell you, it does. It resurfaces even with those first months or year is like different. That shit pops back up. So you got to be careful. Make sure everything is resolved or you're going to be feeling it again. Right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, if you two stay married, and again, you use your best judgment. Do not make a decision based on a tarot reading. However, this talks about being dissatisfied, right? So dissatisfied, 5 of Cups. That's, look at, it's about, I think this person's going to frustrate you. Look at, I'm tired of, and this guy's like, I'm not listening and I'm spilling these cups and you're trying, make it work maybe, but do you see that? And you add that to that. Now we got the Moon card. Now the Moon, it talks about the next phase of your life. Oh my gosh, guess what this means? I just thought of this. It talks about don't take the easy choice. Beware of the easy options. Beware of illusions. This talks about emotional pressure. This talks about look at this. Look at them. They're like marionettes by the moon. Like, we're going to make you dance because this is the way. And then you're feeling like, oh my God, making me dance. This talks about not giving in to emotional blackmail, maybe making people make you feel bad, or if you don't do this, I'm going to do this to myself. I'm never going to meet him. I mean, hey man, if somebody's suffering and in trouble, then you call and get them the right help. But other than that, it's not on you. Do you see? So right after that, we got the Magician. The Magician is wanting to start something new. This is our Law of Attraction card. This is our manifestation card. This is about starting something new out there, saying, look at, he's facing out here. What's here? Nothing. It's wide open. So, honey, I'm thinking we got to pull an outcome, but what this is saying, and again, don't do it based on me, but what it's saying is if you stayed, you might be, dissatisfied, and then you're feeling like I gave in, and then here with our Moon, maybe there's some emotional pressure, that kind of a thing, that you're just like, I'm cutting these ties with the Moon. The Moon's not going to make me dance anymore because I'm not giving into that. And I'm going to start something new. And the world is wide open. So I don't know about that third party person or not. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing like, oh, you're going to be leaving to go with somebody. I'm seeing you're leaving and it's like, wide open. Do you see? Now here's the cut card. Let's take a look. Boom. Okay, so magician, if you want to create this happy life, you want to create that personal satisfaction in all of your relationships. This is cups. This is love. Look at it's a family. They're all on there like, oh, we love each other. We're doing great. In deviant moon worlds, they're just the cutest family ever. And that's where you're wanting to go. Remember, the magician wants to create that for you, right? So is this saying, though, I want to see, is this saying that you guys can create that, start over and create this, or does it mean see ya in some way? Okay, so when I asked, do you think this can repair things or keep things going, the Nine of Wands is kind of about being cautious. I mean, look at her. She's like, ugh. So there, it's going to depend on you. I think you got to check in with yourself, though. See what I'll tell you what, I married my first husband twice. So how do you like that? We got a divorce and we stayed divorced for about a year and then got remarried. We were married for 7 years, got divorced for a year, and then got remarried for 3. So, and then we were divorced for good. So, and he's happily married now. I'm happily married and I wish him the best. But I think both of us, and I can't speak for him, but I do think both of us, we wanted to repair things. We didn't want to give up. We have 2 kids together. We had all the right intentions going into it, but those 3 years, over those 3 years when we got back together, those same problems that we had or the same desires or wishes or, we both made mistakes. But we had to be true to ourselves. So sometimes there is something to be said. And if you're not sure, but you think you might be, then get a separation or something first. Don't go through it all like I did. My ex and I should have probably just been separated for that year and tried to figure it out. But, don't take that as, I'm just telling you my story. I mean, you do what's right for you, but, whoa, there you go, Jennifer. Emotional pressure. Yes, 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 yes. That's how it was. Yeah, like, oh my God, what are you doing? How are you going to do it? Especially if you have kids. Ooh. All right, beautiful Aries. You've got 2 donations up next. And then we have Julie for 2, Manifesting Love, and Coco Chanel. All right, beautiful Aries. So yeah, guys, check out my channel. I'm doing zodiac sign readings. I'm doing I'm gonna do a few a week, and I'm doing some other ones too. But I'm uploading every day, and once a week I'm gonna put out something with law of attraction. But yeah, so I got stuff planned, man. I've been making spreadsheets. I got it all planned out. So check it out. All right. Oh, Love Tea. Hello, Love Tea. I'm so sorry. We are locked up for today. We are super popular today, apparently. I am not sure what Coco Babe's initials. Did Coco Babe ever post that for me? I didn't notice. Oh, man. Because I don't know which one is Coco Babe for the refund, I mean. Yeah. Coco Babe, are you here? You are! Coco Babe. Coco Babe, could you let me know what your initials are? It's NA. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to write that down. Now, you guys are welcome to hold it over till the next show, but I know that's hard to remember sometimes. So I am going to, wow, we've got quite a bit. I'm so sorry. I feel terrible. I can't do it. It's too much. Oh, it's a long ass show. I was thinking about maybe just doing one blowout show a week, like Friday, doing like 2 hours, or 3, one, if I could just do a blowout, So we're going to get refunds for you guys. All right. And initials, please. If you are not your same name on PayPal, please give me your initials. All right. Coco Babe, you're going to wait till tomorrow. Okay. And please help me remember. Okay, hon? I'm going to write it down. I don't try to forget, but you know how that goes. All right, Coco Babe. I'm going to put you down for tomorrow. We also have Empress. I can't remember the last part, but we have, okay, so Love Tea and Antonella. I'm going to give you, Oh, Antonella's going to come. Oh, you guys, oh, okay. I'm going to put you down. You'll be first. And if you're not there when we start, I'll put you on right when you get here. Okay. Now keep in mind, I'm trying to keep it to an hour, hour and a half. It's probably going to be more like an hour and a half, hour 45. But, you know, I am trying to do that. But I will put you on there. I'm writing it down. We are good. Yay. Thanks, Jaded Kate. All right. So where are we? Beautiful Aries. Oh, there. Oops, I just scooted it up. Oh, you're welcome, Jennifer. I'm glad. Okay. Beautiful Aries says, may I have a reading for me and my boyfriend for the week? Yes, you may. Let's use the Mystical Dreamer. We're going to do the Mystical Dreamer. I love this one. I did trim it because I had to. It's the way I work, but it is beautiful. It is beautiful. Okay, so we need a reading for the week for beautiful Aries and her boyfriend. Don't forget, guys, I'm also on Fiverr. I'm offering private and personalized readings for you. I mean, they start really cheap. I've got 3 packages. They start at $5. So check it out. And that way you have a recording too. Check it out. My link is in the description. Fiverr. I had never heard of Fiverr until I saw another reader talking about it. And I'm like, hey, man, that's a great idea. All right. Beautiful Aries. We're looking at the week. Ooh, 3 of Pentacles energy for the spread. 3 of Pentacles is all about success based off of past work. It's about, you know, building something new and starting kind of based off of something you've already built. So, you know, being in a relationship, you've obviously built up, you know, some of those layers and that experience and that connection. This is saying like the next steps or the next chapter or the next stage in your journey together. This is based off of your past work and it's opened up. It's opened up for you. All right, so let's see what else we've got this week. Okay, we got some changes coming up for sure. We've got a ton of successful cards, though, a ton. So we got to see what this is. I can't wait to see the outcome on that one. 3 of Pentacles, success, past work. Woo, woo, woo. King of Wands. Oh, my God. This is the ultimate go get 'em guy. This is the guy who says, you know what? I'm going to take charge and I'm going to do it in a way that everybody loves me. I'm getting things done. I can take on new challenges. Now, the court cards typically represent a personality type. Sometimes they're about a situation, so not always. Being a king, it does have a bit more of a masculine energy to it, but it doesn't have to be a man. Everybody, male, female, we definitely both have masculine and feminine energy, you know, obviously. So it doesn't have to be a man. It often is, though. So keeping that in mind, don't know, maybe that's your boyfriend. Like, I'm going to kick ass and get shit done. Woo! Okay, next, we've got our Pentacles card. This is the 9. Now, remember what I said. This is the success card. If I had to write one word, I would write success. This is what it's about. Notice, I see in the background here, there's like a tornado in the back, like, oh, and she's like, I don't care because look where I am. I'm all happy. Everything is beautiful. Everything is wonderful. You guys have built this up off of past work. So you are, even if there's a tornado in the background, it doesn't even bother you. It doesn't even faze you. So what is this, though? We've got some change happening here. The Tower card, it always looks pretty ominous, like fire and people falling. It's not necessarily like that, but what it's trying to show us is that it's a big change, something that makes a real difference in how things are going, right? So it talks kind of about feeling free from something. It's like, something is ending. The Tower talks about being free from things that were holding you back. It talks about a breakthrough. It talks about, you know, new things like, ooh, a breakthrough. Ooh, are you guys kind of working on, you know, is your relationship kind of on a path where you're feeling like, you know, it is just not, what, for whatever reason, clicking, meshing, you know, it's not doing this. That looks like it's ending, like you're going to have a chance based off of past work to rebuild, start another chapter, rebuild. I'm not saying like you're in rubbles like this card or something. I'm not saying that at all. But it talks about kind of starting that process over, like having a breakthrough, like, we're finally back on track. That's kind of what I was thinking. Let's see what we've got here as our cut card. Ready? Outcome energy. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. The Fool. And this is a cool Fool card. Look at her. Or that. It's a him. But whatever. The Fool. This is a new journey. This is about starting something new. This is talking about anything is possible. Yeah. This is about anything is being possible. Anything is possible. Now, let me see what you're saying. It's the distance and a situation he's in that you don't like. Okay. Well, then this looks like something might be changing here. Maybe that's the tornado in the background, right? And then here is the change of consequence. And then here is where it leads you to a new beginning together. Do you see? And remember, we're basing this off of past work. Here it is. This is, now I see you're saying too that you're the boss, and you know, so this maybe, you know, again, it's typically a male, but it's not always. Maybe that masculine energy in terms of how, you know, it presents to you might, you know, you can kind of think about what that would mean. You know, men and women, we're equal. We could do everything together. We can always do everything. But women tend to be more of a nurturing energy, whereas men are kind of a little bit more of a let's fix it energy. Do you see what I mean? So it doesn't have to be a man. But in this case, you know, it's saying like, yup, you know, I'm coming. So you're talking about it's the distance and a situation. Is something going to change with the distance and the situation that beautiful Aries is in with her boyfriend? Give me something. Gimme. 7 of Wands. Okay, so we've got 7 of Wands to answer that question, and it talks about standing your ground. Yeah, it's standing your ground. Don't know what the situation is, if it's involving somebody else. You know, this, I think you can stand firm. This talks about standing your ground. If it's just, you know, I don't know what the problem or question really would be about that other than what you've said. So the distance and things like that. This says that, you know, we got the Fool here. This says that, you know what, things are coming together based off of your past. Work together. It talks about stand your ground. This can also be about standing your ground. And you know what, if something's bothering you, beautiful Aries, I know it's hard and awkward sometimes, and maybe you've already done this, but you do need to be able to say something. And maybe it's just a simple matter of like, okay, I didn't know this bothered you, or whatever, you know. He says he's the boss, though. There you go. That's him. That's him. All right. Thank you so much, beautiful Aries. What is your second question? Let me just bump up and see if I see it. Nope, I do not. So you have said something. So that's not, don't you hate that? That happens to me too, where I'm like, I am communicating. But you know what I've noticed about myself? So I don't know if this applies to you. I'll go ahead and throw it out there while you're typing up your question. Sometimes we are communicating, but guess what? We're saying whatever we're saying, but this person can't hear it. His ear is closed because of the way we're saying it, you know? So maybe we need to change the way we talk and talk like this now. And now he's like, oh, I can hear you. You see, I don't know why I'm making hand puppets, but, sometimes, and I'm trying to do this myself. So I'm not saying, you know, hey man, I'm the expert on this. I'm trying to do it myself. So try that, my friend. Okay. Thank you. I woke up heavy with moving on my mind. Do you see me and him moving in together between now and the end of February? Ooh, All right, so let's see. We're going to use Tarot in Wonderland. Yes, we are. Yes, indeed. Hello, Huda. Welcome. And Polkets, hello. We have the lists are closed today, but you're welcome to come back tomorrow at noon, and I'd love for you to hang out and just look. We have lots of fun, and a lot of times other people's readings are helpful for ourselves, so it's good. The universe brought you here. See what you can see. All right. Oops. Ooh. Heavy with moving. Okay, so beautiful Aries. Are we looking at beautiful Aries moving in with their boyfriend before the end of February? Before March. We need something before March. Okay, let's see. We're looking before March. We're going to put out some energy, and then we're going to put out our spread. Yeah, my stomach's bothering me again, and I think I know why. Little Miss girl who doesn't take care of herself. I had pizza and M&Ms. What a stupid girl I am. Okay. Ooh, we got Three of Pentacles again. We just had on the last reading Three of Pentacles. This is success based off of past work. This is a new chapter, a new beginning. Well, I have some really exciting news to add on to that. This is Pentacles. Pentacles is about your home. This is about where you live. Look at, he's looking at the plans like, all right, what should we do here? And then this dude's like, hey, do it this way. And she's like, hey, man, I'm doing it my way. Blah. But they're working together. They're not arguing. I made it sound like they are, but they're not. And, they're building something together. What that sounds like. Awesome news. Okay, so let's find out what we've got here. So we're looking at the end of February. Okay. So things are going a little slowly at this point. We've got our Page of Pentacles. Pentacles is, again, the suit of our earthly kind of things, which includes a home. So our pages, these are always kind of about new things starting. This is something about a little bit more of a, now I'm not saying this is a new idea like you never heard about it, talked about it, thought about it. I don't mean new like that. But this seems like maybe there's going to be some talking about it now. This is important messages coming in about a home. And the inexperienced meaning at the beginning of the journey. Do you see? So, yeah, that looks awesome. And put that with past work. Yeah. Next, we have our Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is all about kind of having a burden, but making it work. Like, look at our little hedgehog dude walking with this basket of fruit and all these wands. And he's like, oh, I got so much. But he's not falling. He's not crying. He's doing it. He's doing it. So sometimes it says, success is a lot of work. You got to carry a lot of things, or obviously moving in too, you'd have to worry about several things like, how are we going to move? How are we going to do? So that makes a lot of sense. Next, we have our High Priestess. Now, our High Priestess, this is all about somebody that, not taking sides, not taking sides. Look at them. They're looking in the window. She's looking in at the Queen, and she's looking out, and it's like, I don't know what to do. I'm kind of upset. Are people telling you that you shouldn't be moving in? Or somebody telling your boyfriend you guys shouldn't? Maybe you're not ready. Maybe you haven't done everything. Maybe you don't have your money in line. Maybe, somebody, or I don't know what they would say, but somebody maybe not liking it and somehow causing like a roadblock in there, making you think twice. This is saying to me, though, that this is what the energy is pointing toward. Yes, we've got our Page of Pentacles working on it, and then here's our success based off of past work. But I do see that somebody is kind of interjecting. Somebody's interjecting. We don't want that. So let's see what's our outcome. Ready? Boom. The Knight of Cups. Oh. If this was like a love question, like, how does my boyfriend feel about me? I would say, whoa, he feels good. So the Knight of Cups, this is your favorite romantic movie star. Insert your person's name here. This is who this is. This is about saying, you know what? that romance, that charm, that sweep you off your feet feeling like we're going to make this work, things like that. Okay, so that's good. Now, the only thing I asked about February, but I'm getting some conflicting things here about like confusion and stuff. So give me a slam dunk, please, a yes or a no. Will this be happening before the end of February? Go. Woo! 3 of Cups. All right. Oh, yeah, that's a good outcome. 3 of Cups talks about celebration. This is oftentimes a social component to it as well, like a celebration, like, yeah, I'm super happy, this is going well, or yay, I'm having my friends over for a housewarming party, or whatever, but at the very least, support from others, So I think whatever this is resolves. I think it resolves. Either it resolves or you decide you don't care and you're just going to be like, joink, I'm not letting that bother me. I'm moving. I'm doing it. So it looks really good. It looks really good. I think there's some opposition for what reason, I don't know, but I do see that, which makes it hard. That's all I have to carry. But at some point, you're either going to be like, meh, I don't care, or they're going to get on board and you're going to be like, yay, me. Woo! That looks good. That looks good. What are you saying here? Your mom doesn't like the choice. I want to move in with or without him. There, you want to move. So your mom is the one bringing in that or that high priestess bringing it in and all that burden. Well, remember, moms love us, and that's why part of it is sometimes not received the right way, but out of love, so yeah. But we have to live our own lives, and when we have children, sometimes as hard as it is to let go, we had these babies, and we are entrusted in training them how to be adults, and once they're at that point, then we need to let them fly and do what we've trained them to do the best we could, It's hard to remember for some people more than others, but all moms. And if you're a mom, you would know that as well. I'm sure all moms would agree. Okay, good luck. All right, Julie. How are you, Julie? All right, we've got 2 for Julie. Then we have Manifesting Love and then Coco Chanel. And then we're going to be wrapping it up. Okay, Julie. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, that 3 of Pentacles based off success and a new chapter based off of past work. I mean, that's literally what it means. All right. So, Julie, I shared some of my stories about my childhood on social media, and I noticed Mike viewed it. How does he feel about me after reading those stories? Ooh, whoa. Okay. Let's look. We are going to look with what? We are going to not use that one. I changed my mind. We are going to instead use, where did it go? I know what I want. Here it is. The Edgar Allan Poe. We want Edgar Allan Poe. We want to know stories. They Edgar Allan Poe. Get it? Stories? Yeah. Aren't I so smart? All right. How is Mike feeling about Julie now that he read these childhood stories? What indeed? What indeed? Okay. Let's find out, Julie. All right. There is our energy. This is our spread. I wish I had a cool accent. I guess I do. I mean, well, it's not cool, but I have an American accent, which is boring. I wish I had a pretty accent. Okay, enough of that. Oh my God, Julie. Oh my goodness. We've got the Knight of Cups as the energy. This is a good energy for somebody being attracted to you. This is a good energy for somebody feeling like connected. Yeah, so we got to see what these are. But I think it was received well. What are you saying here? You're getting tired of my... Oh, that's your second question. Okay. Right. So that's your second question. I'll just focus on this. Okay, so that's awesome. Oh, boy, we got some good stuff. Okay, we have our Knight of Cups energy. This is the Ooh La La card. The Ooh La La, feeling a little Ooh La La about you. And then we've got our Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is all about success, kind of feeling like, you're surrounded by things. what I'm seeing so far based on that right there, that, it looks like Mike was probably feeling that maybe he could feel like empathy, like, oh boy. I mean, I don't know what your story was, if it was something upsetting or wow, or a challenge, or if it was motivational, like, look at what I got out of this, or if it was a warm fuzzy, like, oh, I remember this. I mean, I'm not sure which, but whatever it was, the Nine of Pentacles says, you know what? I can relate. It's surrounded by a pair. Like, this is something I can relate to, and I think it's made you endearing to him. Now here we've got our Five of Wands. This is Mike's. I can't think of a word that I want to use. This is kind of like about inexperience. This is about kind of struggling with things. Yeah, and you know what? Depending on what your story was too, was your story something about something like how you kind of rose above or you grew in some way? This is Wands, and this is about, we have got success. So we we rose up from this, and we're fine now. We have success. Was this let me just see. You shared some challenging stories from childhood and how you overcome it. Boom, there it is. Okay, so there it is. This is the challenge. Now, because our Seven of Pentacles is right behind it, I think, that this is about patience. This is about watching and seeing things grow. I'm wondering if perhaps this made Mike feel like, you know what, you've got some deep soul stuff, going on. I think that's endearing, or I don't know if that's the right word to use, but I think it's, I don't want to say attractive. That's not the right word, but I think it's made him feel a certain way to you. This would be your story then. This was the success, and this is fighting through it and working through it, right? And this is still the where we've got some growing going on. We've got some waiting. We're looking here. We're growing pentacles, and we're waiting. Look, he's waiting for her to drop the other pentacle, right? Remember, I think we had this for you before. Ooh, it just popped into my head. Yeah. So we need an energy card for sure, or a clarifier. I mean, on that. I think this is your story, and I think this is him feeling endearing. This is the one I want some more on. I need one more on the Seven of Pentacles, please. What are we waiting for? What are we watching? What are we watching to grow? What? Four of Pentacles. Okay. I think he has a similar story, or it triggered something that would be along the same lines. And I think we've got our Four of Pentacles. This is holding something tight. Maybe he doesn't want to share it yet, or he just gonna, maybe he's denying it, ignoring it. There's something he's not letting out, like this little pentacle, and why it's on the bottom of her dress, I have no idea. But why, she's not dropping the pentacle for this guy, and I mean, flip flop it, that would be him, and this is you, and she's like, I'm not going to drop my other pentacle. But this one, our Four of Pentacles, is saying holding it in, not wanting to say those things. Not a huge emotional response, meaning like I can't talk about it, or I'm going to, crumple up in a ball and I can't speak for days. But it's something that he is purposely saying, I'm not sharing these things. Maybe he's buried something on purpose to protect himself. Maybe he's one of those people being Page of Cups like. Maybe he's saying, you know what, that's over and that's in the past and I don't want to deal with it. I think it did trigger, though, a feeling of, I can't think of another word than endearing, but feeling like relatable. Ooh, that's the one, relatable. So that is our four. That was the clarifier on that. This is going to be our cut card, outcome energy. Go. What's happening? Seven of Swords. Okay. So this talks about, I think it struck a chord with him. I think he feels like, okay, you know what it is. You get it. And you rose above it. And I think it made him think of something that he maybe didn't like in his life. It reminded him of a similar story or something else that was impactful like yours. And he has not dealt with it yet. We've got our Seven of Swords. It's saying, you know what? I'm, again, not dropping this pentacle. I'm not letting anything out because I'm the Four of Pentacles, and now I'm the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords says something left behind. He's keeping something in. Sorry, I just saw that it's up. I don't really look at the screen while I'm reading. I think he needs something. There's something he's not letting out. And in his mind, he might not even really think it's a big deal, or I don't know, he's not maybe consciously like, oh no, remember that, but it might have triggered kind of like an unconscious response, like, yup. So there might be something that he's just not told you. But I think the opinion of what you put out there was actually something that made you endearing, for lack of a better word. And you're saying, yeah, he doesn't share anything. That's this. He's not sharing. He's not sharing. Yeah. I think it might have elicited some sort of emotional response. I didn't see a ton of emotion. I think he's kind of logical about stuff. Yeah. Oh, Julie. So is it a good thing, you're saying? Yeah, let me say. Let's ask. I did put, where'd I put them? Let's get them out the top. I don't want to pick the same ones by accident. My dog is mad because I won't let him on my bed. He's very big, and it's like having a horse on your bed. I don't want him on my bed, and he's growling. So if you hear it, that's why. He's mad, and he's talking to me. All right, so he felt good about Julie, or what did he think about Julie? Did he feel good about Julie? He thinks you're strong, that's for sure. Look at that. We got the Strength card. Do I even need to say more? He definitely thinks you're strong. I don't think he has a negative opinion about you because of this. In fact, I think he thinks you're strong. Remember, I told you, I think he saw that and he thought you overcame something successfully and that he made you kind of endearing to him, or you're, and this is, again, I asked specifically, what did he think of you? And I got the Strength card. Strength is, again, the name implies strength, but it's all about overcoming obstacles and pulling through. It's somebody who's a very trusted person. Trusted. Ooh, yeah. Someone who's very trustworthy, and strong. So I think he felt good about you. Yes, I definitely will say yes to that. I do think, though, it's kind of triggered a little something that he might not even be consciously wanting to acknowledge, but he might have gone through something similar. No, I don't see anything negative. I don't. I see nothing. I see nothing negative. All right, Julie. Number 2. Here it is. All right, so Julie's on her second question right now, and then we have Manifesting Love and Coco Chanel. All right. So, Julie, I'm getting very tired of Mike and him being non-responsive. Yeah, I can't tell him what bothers me. I don't want to put any more effort anymore. Will he take any action? This is over if I give up. Okay, we're going to use Steampunk Tarot. All right, getting tired. I don't blame you, because what is up with that? And he kind of flip-flops, like his non-responsiveness makes you kind of think one thing, and then his affection when you're together or getting you up that puzzle and all those other things makes it feel a different way. The cards show him being a little wishy-washy, like Page of Cupsy, and very attached to his work. But we saw good positive things. Maybe he just doesn't know how to be a boyfriend. I don't know. Not everybody's working with the same tools and the same experience and whatnot, so yeah. So let's see what we've got. All right, Mike, what are you doing? What should Julie do about Mike? Julie, you've been working hard on making sure that you're interacting. You've made a lot of sacrifices or concessions. I mean, you've done a lot of things in the effort of not pushing or in the effort of allowing space, or and it's time to see some results. So let's see. We've got our 6 of Cups. Okay, this is our warm fuzzy. This is about looking into things that have already happened. This is looking about the journey to get to here and saying, you know what, I'm happy about this. And I know you're not happy, so I'm not saying that. I'm saying this card, it talks about looking back on where things were and feeling like, yeah, I feel good about things. I wonder if Mike just feels like things are fine. You know, I think Mike's always been a little bit oblivious to what you're feeling. He's not very intuitive. That is for sure. Okay. So, sorry, I have to scoot back in my chair. All right. So, Ace of Pentacles. Aces are always about new opportunities, new seeds, new opportunities. This here is a Pentacles. So this is about work. This is about things in your daily life. So it's not always work, but it could be money, home, school, you know, those kinds of things. The thing that always pops into mind first, of course, is work and money, because that's clearly on everybody's mind all the time. But we've got warm fuzzies, new opportunity. I think he doesn't think anything's wrong. I really don't. Here he is buried in his work. Oh, Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, not only can I tell you, look at the picture, he's buried in his work. He's paying attention to his work. He is, and this is about time too. Time is included in Pentacles. He is oblivious. I think he's oblivious. I really do. I don't think he thinks anything is wrong, or that this shouldn't rock the boat. I think he thinks that's fine. The Moon card, following it up, it does talk about not giving into like illusions and things like that. I'm telling you, you got a Queen of Swords. You got a Queen of Swords. Let me get, what illusions? What should she not give into? What are we talking about here? Oh my God. We got the Page of Cups, Julie. Whoa. Whoa. Page of Cups. Cups is love and emotion. This is the card we get from Mike all the time. And he graduated and was kind of like a knight. And now he's slipped back and now he's just a page. Pages are still good. I don't mean that. But if you think about it in order, like hierarchy, it would go page, knight, queen, king, right? So now he's back to being the page. And this is you being confused, because he is confusing. He does not express himself. He doesn't stick with one kind of MO. He doesn't like, okay, now I'm calling, or now I'm talking, or I'm seeing you every Friday. To nothing. And then he'll be back. Well, hey, man, want to go out? Or here's a puzzle. Here's, I've been thinking about you. To nothing. You know, so he just is making it freaking confusing. But there he is. There he is. He's taken his foot off the gas a little bit. But he's still there, you know? And oh man, he's still there, but he's taken his foot off the gas. Let's look at the outcome, and then we'll see what else we need, okay? All right, so let's look at the outcome. Boom. I was hoping I'd get the Queen of Swords. I got another page. This is the Page of Pentacles. There is so much work around him all the time. Work, 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 and work. Yeah, he's got work to do. I hope he makes a lot of money, Julie, because he certainly is working quite a bit. Let me go to the bottom here and see. It's rocking the boat. I don't blame you. So let's see. Let's see. Oops. Shoot. I'm not, if I pull the page, that's what I'm supposed to pull. Okay. So I just wanted to take that one out. So, oh, wait a minute. I did. Jeez, I'm losing my mind. There's Amazon. You hear my dogs? Amazon. This is I think my final arrival of Christmas gifts. Come here. All right, there we go. That UPS guy. Oh my, good thing you're barking at that evil UPS guy, right? Okay, so we need to know. Oh, he does make pretty good money. Okay, so should Julie keep going? Should Julie keep going? I was going to say, for all that work, he better be making some money. All right, so Julie, keep going. You got your 10 of Pentacles, Julie. Oh, man, that's good. I know you're getting frustrated, and I want you to make the choice that you should make, because your instincts, and you know more than a tarot card would tell you. The tarot checks in on the energy, and it shows you where the energy is going at this point. We all have free will. We are all smarter than any deck of tarot cards. This just gives us an idea of what the energy looks like so that we can make adjustments. Does that make sense? So we can say, all right, this is kind of shitty. Well, what can I do differently to maybe make it turn out better? Or this was great advice. Good to know. Now I'm going to do something different. You know, do you see what I'm saying? So the tarot cards are like a tool to try to see. I always say it's the cell phone. It's like saying, all right, what's going on right now? And you hang up the phone and you're like, geez, I don't like that. I'm going to change it. Or, ooh, that's something to look forward to. Do you see? So this is the 10 of Pentacles. We've got our happy family with money. Our happy coupling. Look at. And Pentacles, money. Money, 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 money. So it looks like, well, are things going to improve anytime soon? Are we going to get more communication from Mr. Page of Cups? That's a victory. That's a victory. All right. So you're going to be, I specifically asked, are you going to be getting more communication coming up here? And I got the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is about a victory. It's also about recognition, being recognized by somebody. All right. I do think you're going to hear, I don't think he's gone, but Julie, even if he's not gone, do you want to put up with this anymore? Even if he loves you, even if he's going to buy you gifts that he's really thought hard and long and thoughtful about, is all of this enough? You know, it's like waiting to see if things are going to change and not wanting to give up too soon. Well, you're the one who knows where that line is. Okay. So be true to yourself. Your line. This is showing me a little bit of more of the same. Yeah. So you think about it, Julie. Remember that guy, Luis? And that card we had that the little wizard dude was looking all sad, like, here's my cup. I don't know if you like Luis, but this to help keep you, feeling good. There's so many people out there. And Mike, if he's meant to be, he will be. He will be. Yes. You're welcome, hon. All right, we have Manifesting Love up next, and then Coco Chanel, and then we're going to be wrapping it up for the show. All right, so let me see if Manifesting Love has, oh, it's right there. Look at that. Look at that. You're the best. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so sorry that we are very, very busy today, aren't we? That's awesome. Yeah, Luis, I knew that was probably just a dud, but I was trying to say, though, just like he popped up, there's all kinds of people popping up. There are so many guys in your chats wanting to talk to you, but I don't respond. There you go, man. There you go. You don't have to respond, and that's good. Don't respond to the ones that you don't want to, and if you're not in the mood to, but that just kind of shows you. You know what I used to do when I was having a hard time, when I was single and I felt kind of lonely or sad? I had a profile on Plenty of Fish, actually, and I would turn it off and turn it on sometimes. And I would turn it on and I'd see, and I might go out on a date, or whatever. But part of why I did it was because it made me say, yes, there are still people out there. I am still desirable. I can still have a choice. I'm not just stuck here in a closet, being alone under a blanket, And then sometimes after when I dated enough people who are idiots, I shut it down. Or when I felt like, this isn't for me, I would shut it down. I'm not saying you should do that per se, but I mean, sometimes whether you respond to these people in the chat or not, at least it feels good. People are wanting, and you get that boost, get that confidence. You're the Queen of Swords, man. You don't put up with any crap because you're not the Queen of Swords all the time. You're the Queen of Wands. That's who you want to be. Manifesting Love. How are you? Thank you for your second donation. Oh, it was right there and I'm talking, so don't mind me. What is Michael planning or thinking about doing when it comes to us? Okay, so what are the plans? We're going to use the Witch's Tarot, and we're going to see what is up with Michael. You're welcome, Julie. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll just do like a blowout on Fridays or something. Like a blowout show. Maybe. You never know. I don't know. I got to think about it. Okay. Michael, what are you planning and thinking about with manifesting love? What are you thinking or planning about when it comes to you guys? Huh? Ooh, that was a good shuffle. All right. So, what have we got? There is our energy. This is our spread. Okie dokie. All right, Michael, what is up? Woo! We've got the world. Guess what? The world. It's for a lot of things, but one of the things that I think you're going to like to hear is this is a really good card to pop up for a long-term relationship. Whoa! Long-term relationship. That's exactly what we want to see. That's awesome. Let's see what these are, and then we'll pull it in and see how it affects the other cards, if it affects the other cards, right? All right. So, all right, we've got our Page of Cups. Now, again, our World card is good for long-term relationships. It's also kind of like the wishes fulfilled card, like wishes granted. You know, anything is possible. And again, in terms of relationship question, this is an awesome card for relationships. Just want to point out, isn't that weird that guy is looking out over there? Look at, I mean, I see animals and stuff, and then what's that dude doing? He looks kind of creepy. All right, I don't like him. But anyway, Page of Cups, Page of Cups. This is a great card. This is about love. Pages are kind of in the beginning of the journey. I don't know if you heard me talking to Julie just a reading or two ago about the Page of Cups. This is somebody who stands back and kind of watches, doesn't want to rock the boat in terms of like make that first move all the time. This is somebody who kind of likes to stand back and watch and see what's going to happen before you decide. That doesn't mean not wanting to be fully in it. I don't mean standing back like I'm not going to talk to you and I'll see you whenever. No, but I mean like sitting back like before these huge declarations of love, before this big thing, like let's do this, let's do that. This might be someone who tends to hold back a little bit. So you're sometimes wondering like, what the hell are you thinking or feeling, right? Because they hold back. Then we've got our Moon card again. We've had the Moon here quite a bit. This is talking about the next phase of your life, like the Moon, the name of the card. Now with the Moon, we're not worried that the Moon isn't going to be there tomorrow or tonight, I should say. We're not worried that, you know, there's not going to be a full moon next month or this month. You know, we're not worried about that because the earth is moving. We know it's going to be there. We know we just know, right? We don't have to worry about it. This is that calm knowing card. Like this is just what it is. It's not like a debate. It's not like, ooh, I'm tossing up these ideas. It's saying, I know. And it's about the next phase of your life. So it's kind of about sitting back. Here we got long-term relationship. Sitting back, might see somebody who's holding back emotions a bit. Not to say they're not emotional at all, but, you know, just kind of watching before they give a big reaction, you know. And then here we go with the Moon, next phase of your life. And then here we are with the Four of Swords. This is about a plan. This is about planning something. The Four of Swords is about thoughts and ideas. The Four is somebody who is kind of like looking back. Okay, where have we been? What have we learned so far? And you know, what are we going to do next? Like, let's make a plan. Let me think about that next phase, that new idea, the new way of doing things. Ooh, and maybe, I mean, with our page, you know, it's not a bad thing, but we want somebody to be more like the Knight, where they're like the ooh la la, you know. But this looks really good. So long-term relationship, you know, again, you might see the feelings and things are not, you know, really easy to tell all the time. Again, next phase in our life, let's think about how to do this. So I would say that this is somebody who wants a long-term relationship. Let's see what our cut card is. Boom. Yeah, you got the Six of Wands. Woo! Outcome. This is success. This is success. So, you know, things coming up, things popping up that are feel good, that are victorious. Six of Wands is also a recognition card. It's by getting singled out, saying, yes, I recognize you. I'm singling you out kind of thing. So I would say, wow, there might be a little bit of not easy to tell right at the moment. I think that long-term relationship is kind of where the thought is. I think it's a little, the next phase is coming. I don't know how old you guys are, but you might be like, okay, this is kind of a milestone for me. I want to be married by a certain time, or in my life, I would like to start having children at X time, or I want to travel for this time. Do you see what I mean? So this is like the next phase, like, let's get on with it. And how do we do that? How? But I think he does want a long-term relationship, and might be a bit of a introverted in terms of revealing feelings. Does that make sense? Ooh, manifesting love. I hope that helped. All right, we have Coco Chanel, and then this is going to be my last reading. I'm going to put up my other banner. This is the last reading. Thank you all so much for coming. And for those of you that weren't able to get a reading today, always keep in mind that donation option is available when both lists are closed. However, I do have a nice collection of pick-a cards, and I'm also doing a collection of zodiac readings now. I just started it. So now right now I only have 2 signs, but as the time goes on, I'm going to build up. So check it out. All right, Coco Chanel, getting old. Well, you're only as old as you think you are, but I do get it in a timeline sense. Things are milestones. Like, just like when you're a little kid, you're like, I want to be able to ride my bike with no training wheels when I'm 10, or whatever. I'm just making that up. But, so it's not always being old. Like, that 10-year-old kid is young, but I know what you mean, though. All right, we've got Coco Chanel. I'm going to put up your little emojis there just while we're waiting for your question. I am going to back it up a bit and see if I can find it. You might have written it already. No, I don't see it, honey. So if you could rewrite it, if you already wrote it, if you could write it again for me. There it is. It's like magic. Right when I said that, you did it. Thank you, Coco Chanel. My ex is trying to communicate with me, but will he hurt me again, or should I keep him blocked? Ooh, I know what you mean. It's hard. It's hard when we're like, should I give this a chance, or am I opening the door for more crap? It's hard. All right, we're going to use the Crow Tarot, if I can hold on to it. All right, sorry, I dropped a whole bunch of cards. Okay, so we're going to use the Crow Tarot. We're going to see what is up here with the ex. Now, what should Coco Chanel do? Should she give the ex a chance, or is he going to hurt her again? Should she open up, or should she keep the door closed? Keep the door closed. All right. Well, what is he saying to you, Coco Chanel? Is he just like, hey, man, what's up? Or is he be like flirty? Or can you not tell, maybe? Because he's blocked, you might not know. I don't know. All right, let's see what the Crow Tarot can tell us. All right, so the Hanged Man. Okay, so the Hanged Man is our energy for the entire spread. It's the strongest energy getting picked up on. The Hanged Man is about seeing things from another perspective. It talks about letting things go. It talks about not repeating past mistakes. Ooh, okay, so that, we got to see what these are, but that is looking like you might want to be careful. Yeah. You got to be careful, honey. You got to be careful. Ooh, okay. So the Hanged Man, again, seeing things from a different perspective, letting go, kind of accepting the situation and not repeating past mistakes. You put that on all of these and it amplifies what they mean. Here is our Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, this is the one who's blunt. This is the one who tells it like it is. This is the one who's like about truth. This can often involve legal matters. So I don't know if you guys were married, but this is saying, I mean, again, you don't have to be married and legally getting something done, but you get what that means. So the symbolism, you see. So this can be, oh, sorry. This he says he misses you and can't let go. Well, has he said that to you before? Has he? Whatever he did, has he done that before? I mean, are you just being like, hey, you dropped your shoes on the floor and get out? I mean, if it's something like that, then maybe you need to think about that. But you got to ask. And I'm not trying to poo-poo him. I don't know him. I don't know. Maybe he's a wonderful person. I'm not trying to say poo-poo him. But there's a reason you guys aren't together. There is a reason he is blocked, right? Acceptance of a situation, not repeating past mistakes. Queen of Swords coming in and blunt, tough love. Tell it like it is. Don't mess with me because I am the Queen of Swords. Here is our Five of Cups. Cups is love and emotion. This is about being disappointed. This is about getting your heart broken. This is about saying, you know what? I tried. I put out my cups and now they're spilled into this river and I don't have my cups anymore. You might lose a piece of yourself. I don't know how long it's been or what kind of journey you've been on a personal level. But even if you're not on some meaningful personal journey, you just like anything, time is a huge healer. Has it been a day? Has it been a week? Has it been a month? Just think you're starting all over again. And if it's not gonna, you start all over again. Okay. You open that door. You open that door. That it's going to take you that much longer to shut it again. It's almost like any of the stuff that happened up till now didn't even happen. You start over at the beginning. And if that means now I got to break up with you, now I got to tell you to go away, now I have to cry, now I have to, whatever. You don't want to have to do it more than once. You've already freaking done it, right? And then we've got our Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords talks about kind of about treachery. It's often known as the cheater's card. This talks about leaving something behind, kind of like a loss of power too. So, honey, so these are not looking like you might want to reconsider. You might want to keep that block on, yeah, not repeating past mistakes. And these are all cards that say, So let us see what the outcome is. This one was really clear. So let's see what the outcome is. I don't even need clarifiers. It's super clear. All right, ready? Go. The Moon. Okay, so we've got our Moon card. This talks about going into the next phase of your life. This talks about getting emotional pressure from people. You're feeling pressured maybe from, you know what else it is? It's about not giving in to like emotional blackmail, like people trying to push you in a way, make you feel bad. Oh, do this for me because now I'm alone. I miss you. That's exactly what this card is. Ooh, yes, where you told me he says, I miss you. This is emotional blackmail because now you feel bad, right? If he had never said that to you, would you be sitting here feeling like, hey, man, oh, should I get back? No. I don't know. You might have thought some things, but do you see my point? This is emotional blackmail. You haven't talked in 3 weeks. It's been 3 years and you've lost yourself. Honey, this is the next phase of your life right here. The Moon card is talking literally about the next phase in your life. And beware of illusion, smoke and mirrors, and that you're feeling emotional pressure. And don't make a decision based on emotional pressure. I am not kidding you. That is what this card means. You can look it up. I'm not even kidding you. Holy shnikes. Yeah, honey. So now again, use your best judgment. But and I don't know this person, and I'm not you, and I'm not there. But what I'm reading here in the cards are suggesting that this is going to be more of the same, that this person has not changed, that you're being kind of emotionally blackmailed and you need to be strong. You need to be Queen of Swords and be like, tough love, and I'm watching out for me. Doesn't mean you have to be a bitch, but it just means you got to be firm. Like, hey, man, this is it. And I'm going to tell you this. You cannot open the door or the window. I'm going to give you my paper. When I get the paper out, we're in trouble. Okay, so, I'm going to draw a window here. This is a windowsill. This is glass, and this is like the top of the window here, and we've got our little lock on there. The window is shut, right? You blocked him. You blocked him. So now he's on the other side trying to look in. Knock, knock, let me in. You've closed this window, and it's been maybe hard. You've maybe had him calling you, him contacting you. Maybe felt bad. Maybe you missed him. Maybe you were lonely. All those things. You kept this closed for 3 weeks, right? 3 weeks. You are 3 weeks closer to being over this emotional hump. You're 3 weeks closer, right? So then now he texts you and says, I miss you. Aw, can I talk to you? Well, you got your window, right? It's closed. And you got the glass here. And you're like this. Feel bad. Or, ooh, maybe he did change. And you're like, and you open the window just a little crack, right? Well, that's enough to crawl back in. I'm back. And now this window gets broken. There is no window. You have now opened it, even though you only opened it a crack with a little response like, well, maybe he wrote, oh, how are you doing? I was really worried about you. And you feel bad on, geez, that was really nice. So you write back just a one-liner. I'm fine, thank you. Hope you are well. I'm fine. And you're thinking that was just a quick response. And now he's like, you open the window. I'm jumping in. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh, and the reason I know this, I'm not telling you like I'm some guru or I know everything. I've been where you are. I'm not even kidding you, Coco Chanel. I've been where you are, or a very similar situation, I should say. Don't give in to that emotional blackmail. And if you can't figure out how to piece it out, how to make it make sense, then guess what you do? You do nothing. You make a decision to say, I'm doing nothing for 24 hours. And if you still can't do it, then I'm doing nothing for a week. I'm not thinking about this till later. Do you see? Making a decision is sometimes making a decision not to make a decision. Don't open that window unless you want to just open the door. He's going to yoink right in. Whoa, Coco Chanel. Good luck. You can do it, honey. All right. Don't let anybody dim your light. Don't let anybody twist you around. All right. Well, my friends, I want to say thank you all for being here. I have had a wonderful time. Thank you to all my moderators for helping out. I really appreciate it. We've been having a great time today. We had so much going on. Yes, Coco Chanel, you keep him blocked. And yes, that window, you shut it. You shut it. And it's been hard. You might have been holding it shut even, because you might have even had a moment of, oh, I'm just going to call. No, keep it shut. You've been strong for 3 weeks. You're 3 weeks closer to being over this chapter. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, anyway, always, my public service, please be careful out there. Watch out for corona germs, ick. And then stop over and visit me on Fiverr for a private reading. I have the link in my description. I would love to read for you. I always love hanging out with you guys and enjoying all the energy we create here. I will see you all tomorrow at 12 for more fun. Thank you.